Hello and welcome to War Sales and its launch day. Oh yes it is. And if you want to obviously check out the DLC, there is a link in the description. And indeed, yes, this enables you the ability to play alongside me. And we're actually going to be playing the campaign. Yes, we're going to play the campaign. I actually wanted to, well, let's just say that things happened and I wanted to play the campaign before, but I wasn't actually supposed to show anything from that. But now I can. So I'm actually very excited because the story mode and the quests that are available as a result are actually really interesting and super fun in my opinion. So what we're going to do is we're going to play as Nords, as you know. And we're just going to go through the story. We're going to do as many of the stories as possible, many of the quests as possible. Obviously, we're not really going to be doing the main quest, I think, maybe. I mean, if I come across whatever I need to do it, then sure. But otherwise, not really. If you want to check out my Sandbox series, which was played on a previous version of the game, technically there's been a couple of patches since then, and it's not save game compatible, so that's the reason why I'm actually starting again, because, well, there's a bunch of new features that I thought would actually be super cool to play with, so that's what we're going to do. Anyway, we're going to play with Nords. Here we go. We'll play with the basically the same looking guy. Why not? Why not? And we're going to do a little bit of a different specialization here. And I'm thinking that what we're going to do is we're probably going to think about playing with... do I want bows? No, I don't want bows. Throwing and roguery. Yes, throwing and roguery sounds absolutely fantastic. Shall we go for two-handed and throwing? Should we go for two-handed and throwing? Maybe? The problem with doing... Okay, see, now here's the thing. The problem with doing that is that if we go for that and we end up doing a bunch of, you know, bandit hideouts and stuff like that, we're not going to be able to level up our one-handed as fast because we are going to have, you know, two-handed. We're going to have focus points in two-handed. We're going to go for charm and leadership. It's going to be very important for us as well. I'm trying to go for as many things that we can get that are actually going to be very useful. At least initially. And I'm thinking right now, roguery and one-handed sounds really good, so we'll probably do that. Charm and scouting skill. We don't really need charm. I mean, yeah, charm is good, but we don't really need that right now. Athletics and polearm. I think athletics and polearm probably going to be the way to go here. Let's do that. We're going to go for one-handed and two-handed. This is also going to get us 1 attribute point to Vigor, +1 to Valor, and also +20 Renown. We are going to be going for the Renown here. That's the main reason why I'm choosing this. For me personally, I kind of wish that there were, you know, bigger Renown rewards for the other things, but yeah, that's absolutely fine. We're just going to go for this. And here we go. So, as you see, this is where we actually have our story background here. And we're going to go for one-handed and athletics, I think. Yeah, I think one-handed and athletics probably sounds like the way to go here. I am going to need to spec into a bunch of the naval combat things as well. Mariner, for example, is amazing. It's very strong, very powerful. So, yeah, we'll just do this. And we'll call him Borgar. Yes, we'll call him Borgar. And we will play on Bannerlord difficulty as we normally do. And if I change the difficulty at any point, if I tweak it, I'll let you know. And we will now select our family name, which will of course be Bertild, as it normally is. Yes, indeed. And I'm going to choose something a little bit less annoying to sort of see against, because obviously in the Sandbox series we're actually fighting against Vlandia, and they are primarily red colors in terms of their banners and things like that. So it's very hard to kind of know who's who. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably go for an orange. I'm not a big fan of the orange, maybe. Yeah, I guess it's actually okay. Why not? We'll do it. You and your brother part ways. As he rides over the crest of a hill, he lifts his arm in salute, then disappears from view. A few days ago, you were a family of 6. Now you are alone, and you realize that despite your courage and determination, you and your brother may never see each other again. However, you are not left long in your solitude. As you make the final preparations to set out, a young boy staggers into your camp. Once he regains his breath, he tells you that a small group of bandits raided his village and seized the headman as a hostage. The villagers saw you riding through the countryside and thought you might be able to help them. And then we also have Troubled Waters, which is the thing that I was the most excited for here. Throughout your travels, you overheard hushed conversations about a new menace, a pirate confederacy terrorizing the coasts of Calradia. These northern corsairs have built a reputation for trading in captives from bandits and raiders, such as the ones who attacked your family. Do you want to go to Ostracan now to try to pick up your sister's trail and embark on a hunt across the seas of Calradia? I'm actually going to say I'm going to go there myself because I actually do want to do the stealth tutorial just so that I can get a little bit of extra skill, because as this isn't the sandbox mode, I'm not having a luxurious amount of focus points or attribute points to spend because I wasn't able to customize our age. But that maybe isn't going to be such a bad thing in the end, because we are actually going to have maybe a bit of a situation on our hands, because I am, as you could quite clearly see here, if we take a look at ourselves, we are age 22. So maybe we don't even need to worry too much about things, because we've got a bunch of, well, I mean, you can see here, we have a bunch of family members, very, very nice to see that. Because that means that if I die, because death is enabled, of course, death is very much enabled, and if that indeed happens to be a pretty, let's just say, a fatal mistake, then we're going to die. And then, well, then we can transfer our little selves over to one of our other family members. And generally, obviously, if this was Sandbox, I would have to marry someone first. Anyway. Thank heaven our lord found you. Please, sir, we had heard about that terrible affair at the inn, and that a couple of warriors were planning to track those killers down. Are you one of them? We thought you could help us. Listen, sir, it seems like a small group of bandits broke off from the main group, and now they have our headman. I don't know why my voice has changed. They're demanding a ransom, a half-dozen horses and 10 sacks of grain. After all their theft and villainy, we have no horses at all, sirs, and the grain would leave us nothing to plant. They've holed up in a ruined villa a short distance from here, and say that if we try to rescue the headman, they'll cut his throat then and there. But surely you could save him. You could sneak in there and get him out. Well, yes, I shall pass through them unseen, cloaked in silence and shadow, because I'm actually slightly experienced with this now. We could give you some things that might help you. We have some special, softer boots that our hunters use when they go out at night. When you walk, you'll barely make any noise at all, and some darker clothes. We have some that will fit you. Yeah, because we're so fat, right? Is that what he's saying? Are you serious? Is he really saying that? Okay, well, we'll see. Maybe my dagger is going to find his back as well. Yes, there we go. No, I'm just joking, obviously. Let this dagger be the hand of the angel of death. Let's go extra. Let's be extra right there. Thank you, my lord. I'll take you right now to the villa. This is a good time. They took some wine when they raided us, and I doubt they'll be on their guard. All right, let's do it. I am very, very prepared to murder everything. And by murder everything, I meant, let's just sneak by everyone. Yes. Yeah, unfortunate for me, really, because obviously if you are doing a standard bandit hideout, attack, you're going to have a much, much better time in terms of gaining experience. Enemies are almost all over the place. I mean, you got I think probably 6 to 8 enemies every single bandit hideout. And you're probably going to be getting a load more experience as a result. But I thought, hey, you know what? This is supposed to be the stealth tutorial. So I thought, yeah, it's probably going to be a nice idea for us to just try things out a little bit. Just to kind of get... Oh, no. Are you serious that he actually turned around and saw us right there? Okay, he's not going to know where we are, right? Ooh, that guy. Okay, he has no idea. He has no idea that we're here. That is actually hilarious. That has to be the... I love that. It's just so funny. Because he's like, oh, there's a dead bandit here. Oh, I'm one of the bandits. Oh, dear. Oh, no. That means that there may be someone around. Oh, never mind. I'm going to go back to my patrol. And that's the most important thing to me in life. And we're just going to make our way up here, and we're going to speak to the headman, or at the very least, we're going to see what he says. You're not one of them. Who are you? What's happening? Be silent. I shall clear a path past them. Yes, I said that before. Yes, okay. So let me actually just see if we can do a little something. We're going to go and sneak attack this fellow as well. As you can see, we've already leveled up once. And indeed, look at the amount of experience I'm getting right here. I'm getting 6 skill points in athletics, 4 skill points in one-handed, and 2 in roguery. By the way, you can actually drag bodies as well, by the way. So you can literally make things... Oh, okay. Yeah, I did find an escape route, sir. But yeah, so you can literally make things like, for example, Hitman. You know, if you're used to stealth games of that ilk, then you'll be able to do that. Thank you, sir. You saved my life and put the fear of heaven into those villains. I'm sure we can handle things from here. There's just a few of them left, and we won't let them take us unawares again. With all our hearts, thank you. I'm always glad to help honest folk like yourselves. Or perhaps we would like to express a more tangible form of gratitude. Let's say that. I'm gonna be a little bit of a greedy idiot in this one, because in my previous foray, I was a little goody, you know. We'd heard that you're trying to find your family. Our heart goes out to you, sir. That dagger and those hunting clothes, please take them. We pray they could be of use, and I have 100 dinars that I'd been saving, but I want you to have it. If it helps you at all, I'd be glad. Okay, I need whatever I can get. There we go. Obviously, I could increase my relation with them, potentially. I highly doubt it, actually, though, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure whether they would actually, you know, be okay with that. But yeah, anyway, this is the main reason why I wanted to do this. We're going to get well built. We're going to get no rest for the wicked. Obviously, as a Nord, we are going to be gaining a lot more battle loot. Going to be getting a lot more raiding speed. It's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We're going to increase our athletic skill once again. Or should I not? Actually, you know what? Wait. Let's see. What should I go for here? Because I'm personally thinking maybe if I am going to be using a horse... Because here's the thing. I don't want to take Mariner, Bosun, Shipmaster, any of that right now. You know the reason? Because we don't have a horse? I was going to say we don't have a horse. No. Well, I mean, we do have a horse, but we don't have a horse that can go on the ocean waves. AKA a ship. We don't have a ship, so that's going to be a bit better. That's going to be a bit of an issue. I'm going to take medicine. Yeah, I'm going to take medicine skill, because medicine skill, yeah, it's going to be insanely useful for us. You're strolling through Ostrakan streets when you hear raised voices coming from a side alley. You turn to look and see 3 rough-looking men accosting an older man in a cloak. His gaze shifts quickly from one to the other, and his body is tensed, as though he is going to spring into action. You sense a fight is about to start. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get in there. Let's get stuck in dramatically. Hey, old man, we want a word. Oh yeah, it's cutscene time.
Listen, you lot, I'm in a bit of a hurry. If I give you a penny each, will you stop pestering me,
You're Gunnar of Lagshofen, aren't you? We've got a message from the Sea Hounds for you.
You've got a message from those curs. Out with it, then. What's your message?
The message is that you will die, you damn fool!
And how should I die, then? Of old age? While you 3 work up the courage to attack a wizened graybeard? Go on. You've delivered your message. Now scamper off.
We'll send you down to the Pale One's hungry holes right now. Kill him, boys!
Alright, and this is our cue to help him out. Here we go. Let's try and do some damage. I'm not sure how we're gonna... Oh, hello. Oh, Gunnar, come on now. Yes, Gunnar, you're helping me. Oh, it's very nice. It's very nice to see that he's actually doing something. Oh, did I get any skill for that?
By my blood. Damn, that hurts. Ugh. I think I'm all right, though. Thank you. I am Gunnar of Lagshofen, from the Nordvig lands. I've come to this port seeking warriors and a ship. These men we fought were allies of a pirate gang who called themselves the Sea Hounds. They have been raiding and slaving along the Nordvig's shores, and I intend to go to war with them. The Sea Hounds and I have history. And nowadays, they hate my guts as fiercely as I hate theirs. Somebody must have sent word of my whereabouts to their local friends, as these lowlifes had a mind to do me in. Again, You have my thanks for evening the odds.
Oh, did you say slave raids? My brother and sister were taken in one.
I know what it's like to lose family to slavers. If you're still searching, look to the Sea Hounds. They've got their hands in most of the slaving that happens along these coasts.
Who are these Sea Hounds?
It's hard to believe now, but they were once my brothers in arms. Years ago we fought side by side in the last great rebellion in the north. Most of the clans and many freemen like myself refused to bow to Volbjörn the Usurper, as he was then called. But Volbjörn knew how to speak to men's desires. He won over the bigger clans with promises of land and silver. And when summer came and he brought a fleet to give us battle, he had with him so many longships that their sails covered the horizon. We still fought them, of course, but the numbers were too many to beat.
Why do you risk so much to hunt them?
They dishonor what we fought for. I'm no stranger to battle. I'll kill when I must, but they murder for pleasure, thinking the All-Father rewards bloodthirst. He wants warriors, not hounds.
Well, what are you doing now?
I mean to gather up some of my kin and friends to go against the Sea Hounds. Just a few days ago I ran into an old comrade of mine here in Ostikan. He is called Purig, and he happens to own a fast ship. He promised to help me capture a Sea Hound ship and put together a crew. So I'm going to make you a proposal. Perhaps you'd like to come with us. I can't guarantee you will find your kin, but I can promise a good fight. And if we win, a bit of fine loot. And, well, if you'd ever had an interest in learning how to handle a ship, you won't find any better school than these northern seas.
I will join you, and we can hunt together.
You can find Purig in the tavern and introduce yourself.
Yes, indeed. Let's go ahead and do that straight away. Oh, look at that. We actually have a companion here as well. This guy is actually really good. Look at this. 81 in Steward, 81 in Medicine. Yeah, I mean, if he's still here later on, I'll probably try to get him, because we can't currently take any companions or any of our own people. I helped out Gunnar in a fight. He said he planned to sail with you.
Oh, a fight, you say? Gunnar and you won, huh? He's alive?
Yes, we defeated 3 Sea Hounds. Now I wish to sail with you.
Well, good for you two. Gunnar is a tough old goat and rather hard to kill. I shall have to ask him about it when I get the chance, so... Yes, I agreed to help him in his little feud with the Sea Hounds. For old time's sake. I've got my ship and men ready to sail. If you're indeed of a mind to go with us, I'm happy to take you. But I've only got room for you. So if you've got any traveling companions, you'll need to leave them in this port. I'm sure you'll be back soon to rejoin them, safe and sound.
Very well. I'll make ready to sail. Alright, I'm excited. Let's do it. I love the naval combat.
I hope this letter finds you well. I told you that I might soon ask you to join me in Ostikan. That time has now come. Let me tell you what has befallen me since we last parted. I have been trying to gather warriors here to help us fight the Sea Hounds. I was lucky to find one very capable and brave soul who came to my help when they ambushed me in an alley. This warrior has a sister who was enslaved along this coast and agreed to join me in my hunt, in the hope of learning more about her whereabouts. I had planned to sail out of Ostikan with our old comrade, Purig. I considered myself very fortunate to have found him. Here was a warrior with a ship who shared my hatred of the Sea Hounds, ready to sail with me. But I had misjudged him. He was instead the lowest form of traitor, a man whose feigned camaraderie concealed a contempt for all that we value. The first night on the open sea, we were woken up by Purig's men holding knives to our throats. Purig had struck a deal with the Sea Hounds, and he intended to hand me over to them to be tortured and killed. He was always ambitious, and seemed eager to win favor with what he imagined to be a new power in the north. "I am sorry, old friend," he said, "but the Sea Hounds are strong and rich, and I think you always wanted to die spitting defiance at your foes." This was the last he spoke to me. His men chained us to the oars. The sea was calm and the weather hot. They made us row hard, and we suffered greatly as we cruised the coast looking for merchantmen. Presumably Purig wished to appear before the Sea Hounds with a prize or two in his hands to make more of an impression. In this way, his plan was undone by his greed. On the third day, we came across a stubby trading Knar and gave chase. As we closed, the Knar's crew first started to dump their cargo and then their own selves, as the pirates were shooting them with their bows. Eventually, we caught the Knar. Purig sent us as oar slaves to his prize, alongside some crew who hadn't jumped, with some pirates to guard us as he gathered up all the floating cargo. That was a mistake. His men found some casks of wine aboard the Knar and failed to chain us properly. Purig's Nekja by then was some distance away, and we realized that if we wanted to end our miserable ordeal, Your chain is loose. It's now or never. Get up and strike them down.
Alright, it's time for us to get up. Okay. Give me that chain. Give me that chain. Oh, yes. Okay, come on now. Nice damage. Nice damage. Instant death right there for that fellow. And now maybe we can do a similar thing here. Yes. This is, I gotta say, I actually feel like this weapon type is really quite amazing and super, super enjoyable to use. And I feel like we need an official... We need one of these. We need one of these in the marketplaces. Oh, yes, we do. And I'm not talking about chains. I'm talking about a ball and chain or a flail of some kind. It's crazy good. Okay, yeah, we should actually... yes, let's just let those guys go. And then we will speak to Gunnar.
Well done. That's twice now you've gotten me out of a bad spot.
Well, normally, I'd say we put as much distance between us and Purig as quickly as we can, but those merchants are still out there floundering in the waves. We can't leave them there. I can get the sail up, take the steering oar. Let's see if we can get them out of the water. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't have a voice there, but I will do it. I will do it in a completely, shall we say, in a voice that does not really suit him that well, but yes. Anyway. Let us go. Use the oars in full power. And this is the camera. You can change the camera at 3 different camera angles. As you can see, there is a wide shot here, slightly closer, narrower shot, and then you have one that is allowing you to take a look from the front and indeed a little bit closer up if you want to see very, very close up to the ramming of individuals. Yes, indeed. And what we're going to do is I'm just literally going to wait here for these guys to climb on. As you can see, they can use the netting to climb on here. Bear in mind that if regular units are in the water for too long, they will die. I think Mariner units do get a little bit longer in the water. So, yeah, you just have to be a little bit careful of that. So that's what I mean. If you're in naval combat and you have a bunch of regular units and you're not using Mariner units, then you may have some issues. Because those guys are probably going to, well, they might fall in the water and then you're going to have some issues. I mean, it's going to be... You're going to see quite a few casualties in that regard. Unless you're very careful, of course. Alright, so let's do this. Slow down, and let's get them on. Obviously, as you can see, I can raise and lower the sail at any point, at any time. And there we have it.
Oh, thank you. Heaven be praised. We thought we'd escape the arrows, only to be drowned by the waves. Heaven protect us all.
Think nothing of it, lads. You've done the same for us, one sailor for another. So look, lads. Purig is still around, but I suspect he's overladen and undermanned. I doubt he can find us before nightfall, which is good because I don't think we can outfight him. By my reckoning, we're still not far from Ostikan. So, row, my boys, for Ostikan and safety.
All right, there you go. Okay, so we now will make our way back to Ostracan, and indeed, I gotta say, I obviously really like the naval combat. I like being able to board enemy vessels and things like that. I always think that is extremely fun. What we're gonna do is just gonna go for 2% swing speed with one-handed weapons. I think that's probably the best course of action here, and we're also gonna be speccing a little bit into mariner skill because we are starting to do naval warfare. And a little bit of mariner skill never hurt anyone. We're going to get a little bit of medicine skill in the meantime too, which is always nice. And here we go. Let's talk to Gunnar in the port.
Well, I sent off my letter, and I spoke to some men from my homeland who have just arrived. They are sick of Sea Hound raids and ready to join us in our hunt. I'm afraid we cannot take your own companions, however. There's not enough room on the ship, and my men aren't willing to trust their lives to any other vessel in these northern seas. I recommend you make ready to sail again soon, but we have a bit of time. I do not know for sure. If I had ever knowingly given him insult, I never would have sailed on his ship. A true warrior to my mind knows his own mettle. He does not need others to remind him of his honor. He knows that sometimes in war you suffer bad luck. Your ship arrived late. You were carried away in the rush of a rout. You were defeated by a king with forces far greater than your own. Other men, on the other hand, crave glory. They must hear the cheers of townsfolk and wear gilded armor given to them by kings. They must be envied by other men. And if they aren't, they may hear a little voice in their head telling them that they can steal this glory, that they can slay the weak and take their wealth and buy the respect that they crave. That voice spoke to Purig. He gave into it, and it twisted his heart into something truly dark. He is a husk of a man filled only with ambition and wounded pride, all concealed beneath a fair face and a friendly laugh. I recommend you make ready. The ones with us now are farmers from the island of Baneland, near my village at Laxhofen. They are good men well motivated. That coast has suffered greatly at the hands of the Sea Hounds, but they are not warriors who live for battle. The letter, though, was addressed to one of my very old friends, Bjolgur of Agelting. When he left the rebellion, he chose neither peace nor banditry. He chose instead to join the Skolderbruder, the Shield Brothers. Rather than fight for a king, he said he would fight for whoever pays him. A king may turn out to be unworthy of his warrior's valor, but gold is never unworthy. I do not pretend that I see eye to eye with Bjolgur on all things, but he, like me, prefers to match his skill against other warriors. And he has kin in Vineland. He will not come immediately, as he must take permission from his brotherhood. But when he does come, we will be very glad of his help. I recommend you make... I suppose I have time for an old war story or two, if you're truly of a mind to hear. As I told you, we fought together against old King Volbjörn. Many of us were from Vineland and other parts of the Nordvig, where even the Jarls tread lightly. A man who called himself our king. Well, we weren't having any of that. We didn't call ourselves the Sea Hounds back then, but we flew the Dog's Head banner to show our loyalty to each other and to our cause. We fought, but we lost in a great battle in Valvik Bay. I and 100 other captives were led before Volbjörn, and the king ordered his men to take our heads. A dozen or so were killed before me, so I had time to think up something to say. As they held me down to receive the blow, I told Volbjörn that it was a good thing I'd eaten not long ago, so I could let him know directly from the high hall what sort of feast they'd prepared for him there. I thought he'd order me cut open or flayed, but instead Volbjörn laughed and told me that he liked my mettle. He'd spare my life and the lives of the rest of my comrades, so long as I swore an oath not to take up arms against him again. Bolbjorn had made his point with a dozen headless bodies at his feet, and men paying the land tax or serving in his armies were of more value to him than corpses. If I swore, 100 of my comrades could return to their families. So, I swore. Some of our number never showed up at the battle, however. I can imagine how it went for them after that. Mocked in taverns or in scraps of songs sung by children. The North is not forgiving of those who throw away their good name. Their old life where they were feared rather than scorned must have seemed much sweeter in comparison. And of course they conceived a great resentment against those of us who faced death and showed them up as cowards. These are the ones who became the Sea Hounds, who aimed to steal the wealth and glory that they failed to win in battle. I recommend you... Well, I do not think we will have to go very far to...
Alright, so let's sail out. I am very, very up for this. And this is definitely... Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Alright, it is a little bit... it's at nighttime. I'm not a terribly big fan of fighting at night, but there we go. They must think we're just a fishing vessel. Alright, boys. Yes. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so we only have... Right? We have literally... What is it now? We have 42 people, I think. Yeah, right? We have 42 people, and the enemy only has 24, so we should be completely fine, and this is going to be great. I am very much looking forward to it. I just love the naval combat, and I never thought I would say that, actually, which is quite funny, because I initially said in my thoughts on the DLC when it was first announced, and what they said about it. They said stuff like, oh yes, naval combat and, you know, being able to command your own ship and stuff like that. And I thought to myself at the time, I thought, yeah, you know what? I'm actually not really that excited for that. But I've actually completely changed my mind. I've completely 100% changed my mind about that, because the satisfaction and the fun, the enjoyment that you get from actually fighting in naval battles is hilarious and so fun. It's so good. I don't know. I'm not sure how they did that, but it just... I don't know. It just scratches an itch that you don't normally have, I guess, from field battles and stuff like that. I don't know. I think I kind of likened it to something rather accurate beforehand when I said in my Sandbox series, I said that it's basically like doing a miniature siege, you know? It's like doing a miniature siege where you're fighting around this objective, and it's making it so that your forces can immediately get within range of the opponent. Same thing for you. You can get a whole bunch of kills. It's really, really fun to do that. Anyway, your men make quick work of the pirates. As the fighting dies down, you find that the Sea Hounds were carrying captives, bound and stashed beneath the rowing benches. You cut their bonds and help them to their feet as your lookouts scan the waters for any sign of the second ship.
That's one Sea Hound defeated, but the other can't be too far away. We captured a second ship, though. It's a Snekja. It should be quick and nimble. How about you cross over and take the helm? I'll keep command of our old Knar.
Oh yes, I will do that. That's absolutely fine. Thank you very much. Okay, so now we have a completely new thing, and now we can obviously cut loose here. I'm just going to speed that up real fast because the cutting loose... shall we say, animation takes quite a long time to play, so I'm pretty happy to have our little super speed mod here. Okay, so we can now command friendly ships, as you can see right there. So basically, let's have a look. Where is the opponent? Do we want to... Where? Oh, there it is. Wait a minute. Oh no, did you see that? Oh dear, that's very bad. That's very bad for me right now. Okay, let me actually just do this. There we go. Okay, so I engaged. Ooh, okay, that's actually kind of it's kind of terrible what I did right there, but it's okay. We'll be okay, I think. Okay, so yeah, no, I think we'll be okay. Gunnar is gonna have our backs. He will definitely have our backs. I could technically have gone for a ram here, but I'm pretty sure because we're such a light ship, it's not really gonna do much. Bear in mind that obviously because I'm playing on the new patch as well, if I die, I think I will have the opportunity to take command of another troop. Another troop of... I don't know why I fell in there. Yes, another troop of our forces. So I would be able to then take command of one of the other units, which is absolutely fantastic. Oh, can I not? Ah, there we go. I was like, wait a minute, is there no climbing net? Yeah, this is actually sometimes better to do anyway, to be honest. Sometimes it's better to literally fall in the water on purpose, just so that you can get behind the opponent. Obviously, as you can see right here, I'm not really doing that much damage, which I have to admit, I am a little bit disappointed by, but that is literally just because my skill is so bad. I probably have pretty terrible axe as well. I'm gonna get upgrades. Don't be worried about that now. Oh yeah. Once again, you are victorious. Gunnar, meanwhile, inspects the fallen pirates and soon finds one who is only lightly wounded and able to speak.
I'm new at this. I'm just a farmer who fell on hard times. I signed on with this ship in Varcheg a month ago. They told me we'd be trading grain and ivory across the Bialik. I didn't know we'd be attacking honest folks like yourselves. These sea hounds are trolls and demons, not men. I want no part of this anymore. Spare me, and I promise I'll go back to my old life.
I am looking for my sister. Let me know how to find her, and we will spare your life.
We purchased some slaves from some bandits in Ostikan. We were planning on selling them onward to another buyer further south along the coast. Perhaps your sister was one of them?
Are you really a farmer now? Calluses such as those on your hands are made by oars, not plows. And I see a scar on your sword arm that doesn't look like it came from the kick of a mule. Indeed, I might even recall your name. Ralgar Eelnose, is it not?
Gunnar of Lagshofen. 3 of your shipmates have we visited while reaving. One died well. The others... It's said that your people are mean and stingy hosts, but those 2 gave us some fine entertainment. As for you, friend of Gunnar, I told you where to seek your sister. Best rescue her quick, or she may take a liking to one of our brave lads and give you a litter of sea puppies. So, there you have it. I fulfilled my end of the bargain. Put me ashore.
Alright, so this is where we get the opportunity to choose, and for me personally, I kind of want to do one of the top options here. I want to do either the, letting Gunnar decide what he wants to do with him, or we can go, we will spare your life, for the sea may have other plans for you. Over the side you go. Let's do that one. I think that's funny. I think that's kind of enjoyable. Okay, there we go. So we gained 20 renown from that. That does not get us to the next clan tier, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's all right. We don't have to worry about that too much just yet. I am going to be getting 10% weapon handling as well. We got Mariner skill 2, which does give us even more, as you can see right here. Literally super amazing, and this also gets us plus 30% loot from defeated merchant convoys as well. It's going to be super nice. I'm thinking we probably will get Shipmaster too. Hopefully, yeah, maybe it's gonna work. I'm not entirely sure. Shipmaster was pretty slow to level up before, but I only had 1 focus point in it, I guess. So I suppose that makes sense. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna go for a point in athletics here, and we will be going for another point in cunning skill. Or... Yeah, no. We'll do that. We'll do that. I was thinking about endurance, you see, because if we do endurance, then we're going to be getting our athletics skill leveled up so much quicker. You know what? Actually, I am going to do that. I'm sorry. I think it's too important for us to not take that, and we'll just go for athletic skill right here with our focus point. There you go. Okay, let's make our way back into Ostikan here and get to the next stage of the quest. There we go. Talk to Gunnar in the port.
Greetings. Listen, when we sailed with Purik, I was hoping that he would help me fight the sea hounds near Valvik. His betrayal, of course, has cost us time. but I think that plan is still a good one. The captive we took, Hralgar, said that the Sea Hounds expect to find rich pickings near Vineland. I think I know what he's talking about. Every year, a Vlandian merchant ship travels to the far north bearing hunters and other fortune seekers. It should be returning south around this time. These men have spent the last months gathering walrus ivory, fur and whale oil, all of which are quite valuable in the Southlands. Such a prize would be a great boon to the Sea Hounds. I propose that we deny it to them. We can sail to Valvik, meet this merchant, and escort them south, sinking or taking any Sea Hounds we encounter. Our long...
Ooh, yes. Oh, this is great. This is absolutely fantastic. I love these kinds of missions. Let's just actually see here. 5 days. Ooh, I'm not sure. Is that enough? Is that enough, sir? I actually don't know whether that is going to be enough, to be honest. I think I'm... Oh, no. Never mind. I'm not going to purchase anything. Apparently, I'm not going to purchase anything at all. There is pretty much no food here. Okay, so we're going to go over here. I am very familiar with this town. If you've seen my Sandbox series, then you'll know exactly why that is. If you haven't seen my Sandbox series, I'm going to say right now, what are you doing here? Go and watch that a little bit, and, well, you'll see a little bit more of the, well... sandboxy nature of the game, first of all, of course. And look at my scouting skill. What is this? My scouting skill is leveling up the most extreme speed ever. That's actually kind of... wow, that's kind of impressive. Okay, so here's the Vlandian merchant. Yeah, we're here to escort you. A small share of your cargo would be customary. Yes, I will take the small share of the cargo this time around. And indeed, we have 3 days worth of food. Is that enough? Where do we have to go, by the way? Where are we going? I actually don't know. Where are we supposed to go here? Let me actually just take a quick look here. Sailing home. I think I just have to go, don't I? I think I just have to go. There is not really anything I can do about this. I kind of have to. All right, here we go, here we go. This is one of those times where having a little bit of experience in the game, such as then it actually makes, makes things a little bit easier, because I am now going to be able to do a little bit of something here, as in we will be able to make very, very sure that the escort merchant caravan mission does not fail. And that's exactly what I'm doing, or I'm trying to do at the very least. So let's see what I can do here. Alright, wow, we just kind of slammed into them a little bit. We didn't really do much, unfortunately. It was kind of not really a ram. I wasn't really going for the ram because we are literally sailing around on a very, very light ship at the moment, and that doesn't really do much. But yeah, you can obviously see here that the opponent... What are they trying to do? Are they trying to ram us? That's not going to work, sir. I am way too light to be able to do that. And we're just going to turn ourselves real fast here, and we'll see if we can get into a boarding action where we're using our hooks. Look at that, we're using our hooks. Yeah, here we go. Let's do it. Let's get our forces slightly closer. Here we go. Attempt boarding. Very nice. Okay, and don't lower the sails. Don't lower the sails. That's embarrassing. Let's not do that. Okay, so I am ready. Let's do this. I think the enemy is probably going to be much, much more dangerous than they were before. So I'm a bit concerned with trying to do damage here. I mean, you can see my weapon is absolutely terrible. Oh, I need to get a better weapon for sure. Let me actually just tell my forces to charge in as well. We are going to need to charge. Let's try and get some kills here as well in the meantime. And indeed, if we can just make our way around these guys, I think we'll have a great time. Look at this. Look at the amount of experience I'm getting. Unfortunately, I am just going to be, well, falling in the water. It's actually kind of terrible that I did that, but it's okay. We don't have to worry too much because there is this wonderful climbing net. I wish that my forces would have gotten out the way a little bit faster, but yes, that's just how it goes. This is really good though. Like I said before, it's really good to get behind the opponent in a significant way, because then you can literally do stuff like this, where you can literally just go around them and then just get massive amounts of kills, massive amounts of experience, and, well, it actually pays off. It actually pays off really, really nicely. As you can see, I actually already leveled up, And indeed, if I was slightly better at getting kills here, obviously my forces are just completely clobbering them right now, but if I was slightly better, we would have gotten to 75 athletics. You know, maybe a little bit more mariner skill as well. Would have been very, very nice and simple for us, but there you go. Anyway, 5.2 renown. Actually significant amounts of renown here too, which is super nice. Loads of roguery skill. Did you see how much roguery skill we just gained? Yeah, very, very nice. Yeah, I'm going to be selling this stuff as well. As you can see, this stuff sells so heavy. Wow, it's actually kind of crazy how much they sell for. Let's actually put this stuff on. I haven't put on any of this. I didn't put on any of this stuff, which is kind of funny considering it probably could have helped us out quite a great deal. Ooh, hello. We'll put that on. All right. Yeah, it sounds pretty nice. Yeah, so we're using this axe. It's actually not even a bad axe. That's the funny thing. It's not even a bad axe. It's just not as good as what I was using beforehand in the Sandbox series. So we're going to try to get our hands on a really, really nice axe as time goes on. We do have our 50th level perk in Mariner skill. I'm going to be going for shield hit points because I personally do not ever kick and bash. So that's the only reason why I'm taking that. And shields, yeah, I mean, it's always good to have a little bit of extra, isn't it? Let's go for shield bearer as well. Make that a little bit easier for us. And I'm thinking we'll probably... I'm not sure if that's really going to make much difference, but I'm feeling like going for shipmaster skill right now. Let's do that. That's going to increase the speed over time of our ship quite dramatically. Okay, here we go. We got another one. Let's do this. We're going to get another 5 renown for this if we can achieve victory. Let's see how we do. Yes, I can actually put up my sail. That's wonderful. And let's see. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go zooming. Let's go zooming. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's try and do this. Let's attempt boarding. Yeah, there we go. Yes, yes, perfect. Perfect boarding action right there. Perfect boarding action. I really wish we would be able to capture their vessel. I don't think we can do that yet. But yeah, that is going to be super, super good when we actually have the opportunity to do so. And, oh, wow. Okay, we're having... Wait! Oh no, what's happening here? The ship is literally trying to crush us, basically. Oh, yeah, no, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, if I can just get on here and actually... Okay, wait, no, we need to tell our forces to charge in, don't we? Yes, I'm gonna fall in again. Alright, so now we can get invested in a little bit of overhead action. Yes, a little bit of overhead action from behind. That sounds pretty nice to me. And maybe... Look at the damage. The damage is actually really good. Look at that. I'm actually doing much more damage than I was before. I'm not entirely sure whether that's just because we've leveled up one-handed skill somewhat. It feels like it shouldn't do that much, but it does. I feel like it really makes a big, big difference. Even though it's just literally, what, 20 points or so. Not 2, but 20 points or so. Yeah, I think that probably makes a difference. Small amount, but decent enough. And can I kill that guy? No, we didn't get the kill. Unfortunate. Oh, well, never mind. And that's indeed a victory for us right there. There it is. Very nice indeed. Another 5.2 renown, like I said. Every single time getting 5 renown. And look at this. There we go. We got Bear-tailed Clan Tier 1. And we've also gained a number of points in roguery skill. There's a new shield for us there. We also have a leather-bound Nord hatchet, which actually could be really, really good. Unfortunately, it does have a very low weapon reach. Does it matter, though? The swing speed is fantastic. You know what? Shall we try it out? Let's try it out, actually, because it is extremely fast. And as we know, fast weapons in close quarters combat, they will destroy anyone. So it could be very, very powerful here. Where is the merchant, by the way? Where is the merchant? I have no idea. All I know is that there's another ship of sea hounds right in front of me, and I'm gonna have to deal with them. That is hilarious. Okay, there's 2 of them. We'll have to take one down. Hope the Flandrians can hold the other off. Oh yeah. Oh no. Yes, we have to. Oh dear. This is bad. All right, we're gonna have to defeat the sea hounds before they capture the Vlandian. Let's do this. Okay, so we are going to go really, really fast and try to... I'm gonna ram these guys. Should I ram them? I mean, ramming is not really gonna do much with a light ship, in my opinion, but we're gonna try it, okay? We're gonna try it out, see if it works. I highly doubt it's gonna do anything, but we might be able to get something going. Nope. No. Yeah, as you can see, 151 damage. Yeah, it didn't even count as a ram because it literally is just terrible. I should have expected as much. There we go. The grapples of court. There we go. Yes, we need this. We need this. Okay. We're just going to tell our forces to charge in here. We need to kill these very fast. Okay, 9 damage? Really? No, come on now. I think I can do better than that. Oh no! Oh dear, this is bad. Oh dear, this is actually very bad. This is a very bad weapon. This is a very bad weapon. I need to get no, I need to change this. I need to change this immediately because the weapon isn't even penetrating their armor, and it's making it easy for them to retaliate against me, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of swapping after this, but at the very least, oh no, the vessel is doing actually very, very nicely right now. The Sea Hound's vessel is actually catching up very, very fast. If we can eliminate that, there we go. Okay, come on now. We need to rush. We need to rush really, really quickly now. Otherwise, we are. Oh dear, this is gonna be bad. Is this the front? Oh dear. I went the wrong way. Of course, I went to the wrong one. Isn't that wonderful? Oh dearie me. Okay, here we go. We might be able to. Yeah. I think we might be able to. There we go. Okay, we're free. We're free. Let's go. Let's go. Let's put up my sail, and we're gonna use oars full power. Let's go for it. Yes, the wind is with us. Should we unfurl the sail? Yes, we should, Gunnar. Thank you. All right, let's do this. Okay, come on now. This is going to be a bit problematic. I mean, we've got the wind helping us. The Vlandians will probably be able to hold them off for quite some time because, this time around, things went a little bit better. Yeah, anyway, the point is, because this is the first time I'm doing this, for those of you that didn't see the other one, then, yes. Because this is the first time I'm doing this, we are actually going to hopefully be able to intercept them just in time. There we go. Yes, look at this. Actually working out really, really well here. We can head them off very nicely here. Great. Look at that. Absolutely perfect. And now we can get off here. And yeah, I'm going to swap this axe around immediately because, as I said, it just does not have enough damage to be able to penetrate the armor of our opponents. And they're making things, well, it's making things a bit difficult unless I go for the head. And while it is while it is faster, it is yes, not amazing, not super amazing right there. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, technically in a normal battle, I'm not sure. I don't think you can do it in this, but in a normal battle, I would be able to take control of these soldiers. I'd be able to take control of the soldiers, and I could then continue fighting in the battle. I'm not sure whether that is just disabled for the campaign or whether it's just disabled for this battle. I don't know, because I haven't actually played with it yet. That was the reason why I wanted to update to the most recent patch. So yes, it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. After the last Sea Hound is defeated, the merchants approach you. There we go.
Thanks the heavens! And thank you! Those Sea Hound vessels would have torn us to pieces! You came just in time. We would still wish to show you our gratitude. I took a collection among the men whose lives you saved today. We wish to offer you a barrel of oil and a bundle of ivory. These are the rewards of our labor over the past months. But they would mean nothing to us if our ship was seized by pirates.
I accept your gift. Let us return to Osterken. Alright, so we are going to return over there, and that is fantastic. Okay, so we have just enough food, which is very nice. There's a bunch of sea raiders here. Hopefully they're not gonna... Oh, they actually were gonna fight us. Okay, that's kind of harsh. I was kind of hoping they wouldn't. Okay, whoa. Okay, that was a little bit risky right there. Yeah, I'm just gonna swap around. Just going to swap around this this particular weapon. It's going to make a big difference to us. We can actually sell everything now, I think. Yeah, I think we can sell everything pretty much. Sell that. Let's actually see what's going on here. Do we have everything that we want with this? Yeah, that's obviously fine. Let me actually see. There's a stealth bonus. Yeah, stealth bonus with these new shoes. We've already got a stealth bonus here. Okay, yeah, none of this stuff can actually be worn just right now. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. Let's actually sell all of this. Oh, look, we're going to get 5,000. 6,200. Wow, that's actually incredible. We can also sell the oil and the walrus tusk, as you can see right here, for a grand total of 7,800. Obviously, there's no food here either, which is kind of interesting. I don't know whether I need to repair the ship myself. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to let Gunnar do that if he wants to do it, because it is his vessel, I suppose. So I guess we're going to see what happens. I'm not entirely sure. Why did I not get in a conversation with him straight away? Well, I do like seeing the port, to be honest, because this is very, very picturesque, as you can see. Very, very cool looking.
I'm waiting for more news.
Soon I may have more to tell you. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I'm not entirely sure. What does he mean by that? Oh, escort the Vlandian merchants. I think I did that. Oh no, I have to wait. Oh, I was jumping the gun a little bit there. It's because the quest said that I'd already done it. Yes. There we go. You successfully escorted them. Now Gunnar wants to speak to us. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Okay, I was a little bit worried there for a second. Okay, so let's get Day Traveler in the scouting tree. That's going to be very, very useful. We're going to be getting imposing stature. Like I said before in the Sandbox series, imposing stature is extremely important. At least, maybe not in this. Maybe not in this for the campaign or anything, but for the Sandbox, it definitely is.
Fast among sailors. We seem to have made a bit of a name for ourselves with that victory off of Valvik. I have someone for you to meet.
So, you are the captain who trashed those so-called sea hounds up north. I have a proposal that I hope would be of interest to a man such as you. I am Lahar, of Kuyaz on the Jade Sea. I am here because one of the great families of our city has been having some troubles. The head of one branch, the Lady Fakta, has quarreled over her inheritance with her uncles. The elders of the town backed the uncles, so she took to the sea with her retainers and vowed to ravage their shipping. The lady is good at her craft. Fakta has been sailing since she was a child. She always wears a sailor's cap, and underneath she is as bold as an egg. She persuaded her late father to take her to sea, so the story goes, by cutting off all of her long, shining hair, lest it catch in the rigging. She has taken several Kuyazi ships, and I would be reluctant to fight her alone. The Lady Fakta has reportedly joined up with these sea hounds, as pirates often band together. She has been prowling about the Gulf of Charas, taking Kuyazi vessels. You wish to continue hunting sea hounds, do you not? Those would be good waters in which to hunt, and if you are going there, I would like to come with you and lend my assistance.
Father also traffics in captives with the sea hounds. She may have bought or held your sister at some point, or if not, at least she may be able to tell us more about the sea hounds' trade in slaves.
If you wish to weaken these sea hounds, you may want to strike at their allies first, and of course the elders of Kuyaz will be most happy to pay a handsome reward, of which you and Gunnar would receive your fair share. What will you bring on our hunt?
I have my loyal crew, and the Swiftly Burna, outfitted with a ram, which I think you might put to good purpose.
Alright, I am ready to set out. Let's do it. I am excited about this because this provides us with a much larger ship. As you can see, they also do give us enough food for 4 days. Oh, I leveled up. Very nice. Okay, we're going to be getting another point in Shipmaster. I feel like we're not getting enough points in Shipmaster right now, or at the very least, we're not getting enough skill. So I'm thinking that increasing our learning rate is definitely going to make a big difference. I haven't actually even looked at the perks that Shipmaster gives you. The only thing that I've actually looked at is Mariner skill, and I've actually gotten to 250 in Mariner skill beforehand in the Sandbox series, and it would be extremely cool if we could get Bosun and Shipmaster skill much more. I think that would be absolutely fantastic. However, obviously, it is a case of speccing into it and making sure that everything's working as intended, because let's face it, Shipmaster skill does seem to take a little bit of extra time, as you can see right here. I'm getting 1 point... it's taking ages in comparison to scouting skill. As you can see, scouting skill is leveling up like no one's business, but yeah. Shipmaster is a little bit slower. Definitely a little bit slower. Okay, here we go. Corsair hunting grounds. Let's see what we can do here. I've got my, I've got my old axe, technically. You've reached the Gulf of Charas. Winds whip across the waves, carrying dust from the deserts, and visibility comes and goes. Lahar's ship keeps station several bow shots off of your port side, and together you comb the seas for the Corsairs. Alright, so we have the Corsairs right here. I don't really want to fight them in the nighttime, so I'm just going to wait until day. There we go. And now we can attack straight away, and we can go right at them. Okay, so we also have 2 ships this time around, which is super, super nice. We can put Lahar in the captain's chair, as it were, and we can now make our way and attack them. Do we have the ability to slam into them here? Because ramming a couple of people might be really, really satisfying. Oh yeah, actually, I don't want you to follow me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to actually say that, sir. You're going to engage those fellows. Thank you very much. Yes, I continually forget that the ship doesn't have like a default command. That's the thing. You've always got to choose something that you want the allied ships to do, because otherwise they're just going to sit there and they're not going to do anything. So that's a new thing that I kind of have to get a little bit more used to, even though, funnily enough, I have been in huge amounts of naval combat. But I guess I just got used to it in the Sandbox series, and I guess I'm just, I don't know, for some reason whenever I start a new save, I'm like, oh yes, I'm learning to play this game for the very first time. No, I'm obviously joking, but you know, the fact is it does feel like that sometimes. Anyway, we will see what we can do here. These are new enemies, so we're not going to be fighting against Sea Hounds this time around or anything. Oh wow, okay. I'm actually kind of surprised that they got so far away from us. We did get some hooks on them. I think they got some hooks on us too. Let's try to get back a little bit. We're going to attempt boarding once more. There we go. More hooks, more hooks. Let's try to pull ourselves... Oh no! Let's try to pull ourselves in. Ouch, that hurt. Yeah, we are getting murdered quite dramatically here. But yeah, you could see we are just about to form the bridges. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, guys. Let's do this. I don't want them to I don't want them to skirmish. No, let's not do that. Okay. I don't want you to skirmish, sir. I want you to engage. There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay. We're going to lose a handful of people here, but that's okay. We are probably not going to need them in the next stage of the quest. Maybe. Very much depends. Oh, man. Wow. Massive damage, actually. I'm not getting any kills because my guys are so good. It's crazy. Look at that. We barely got anything done. Okay, yeah, well, we did lose 3 people. That's not too bad, I guess. 4.5 renown for that, but look at that. We're getting some decent roguery skill. Nice pirate leather armor. Decent thrown weapon there as well. Not bad, if I do say so myself. And we have a nice headpiece too, which gives us a little bit more protection. And then we can... Yes, there are still enemies about. Yes, of course. Okay, we can go for tight formations in tactics. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to move in versus this guy. This is the final Corsair party before we get the boss. Oh yeah, you might be thinking, what is the boss? What is the boss? Yes, you'll see. You'll see very, very soon. Okay, first of all, let's do this. There we are. And we are just going to make our way over there. We're going to go very, very fast indeed. And we are going to get... Oh, yeah, this is going to be a little bit problematic. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to really do this. Yeah, no, that's not really going to work. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Okay, wait. Maybe I can... Ooh, yes. I can get my sail, and then I might be able to use that to maneuver faster. As you can see, as soon as the sail comes out, it immediately just pushes you forward. It's actually insane how much speed the sail provides. And I just wish that the wind was helping us a little bit more in these kinds of battles, because most of the time it doesn't really help you that much, because it's blowing in your face or blowing in a direction that is, you know, alternate to where you want to go. Okay, can I actually get around here? There we go. Maybe. Yeah, there we are. Okay, that's not too bad. All right. Yeah, my forces should actually just be able to... I think they're just going to murder them. Oh, ineffective ram. We actually rammed them. I didn't even mean to do that. But there you go. All right, that's... Well, that's a victory for us. I basically just... I just let them do it. I just let them do it because they were way too good for me right there. My ship was just having a really hard time of... well, maneuvering in that situation. Okay, here we go. We got some new gloves. At least that's quite nice. Not too bad. We can take the rest of the loot. And I also... Did I level up, by the way? No, we didn't level up, but we did gain some perk points. Let's see what we can do here. I'm going to go for Two-Faced, even though I'm probably not going to really need that much. We're also going to be going for combat tips in leadership skill. I will need more leadership skill as we go forward here. And here is the boss. Yes, here is the boss. Let's do it. An east wind sweeps across the sea, bearing desert dust, and briefly obscures your vision. Soon as it lifts, you hear your lookouts shouting excitedly to you. They have spotted Fada's fleet, which appears to have been damaged by the gale. If you attack now, you may be able to sink the flagship before it can escape. Now this is going to be a ramming. Oh yeah, this is going to be a ramming. Okay, here we go, here we go. Let's do this. Okay, this is gonna be kind of harsh. It's gonna be kind of harsh. We have to do something very specific here to make this work. I need to make sure that my first ram is as hard and as fast as it possibly can be. And I know I could go harder here with the, you know, euphemisms in you know, innuendo and so on and so forth. But you know, generally I'm not gonna do that. Okay, that's not the way to go here. But we are going to try very, very hard to penetrate her defenses as much as possible. And let's see if we can do it. I'm going to go straight in. Let's do it. Nice. Okay, that was not very good. That was not very good. That doesn't feel particularly good, to be honest. That was not great. Okay, we can do better, can't we? I think we can do better, right? Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that I am as maneuverable as possible. I was kind of hoping we'd do more than that. Very surprised that we didn't. I'm a little bit worried now, actually. A little bit worried that we are going to have a problem here. But maybe we'll be lucky. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Slow down a little bit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what a classic. Alright, we're coming in for one last ram here, and I think this should be good enough. Nice. There we go. It's going down. Now finish off its cohorts. Perfect. That was actually very, very nicely done. And as you can see, look at all of the death. Look at all the deaths that they're having right now. If these were Mariner troops, I highly doubt that would be happening. I don't know. No, they are not. They are Azerai footmen, as you can see right there. So it is very much a case of if you have Mariner troops, they can survive in the water for quite some time, whereas the, as you can quite clearly tell here, the non-naval units, or the regular units, they will die almost instantly upon hitting the ocean, unless they're nearby to a ship, I suppose. Maybe they're gonna have a couple of seconds to climb on. That might be the case. I actually don't know. As I said, I haven't tested it. I haven't really used regular troops at all in these ship battles, so it's very much a case of, you know, testing it out as and when we do have the opportunity, and getting some of those regular people. But I'm not sure if I want to, you see. I'm not sure if I want to, because I personally really, really like, I like the naval units. And we're just going to board our own vessel here. I'm just going to form a bit of a train. Yes, going to go like so. And we are going to be charging. Let us go. The crew of the eel feeder will harvest the blood of our enemies, or shall we say, a little bit. Can I get some kills? I want some kills, please. I want some kills. Can I maybe kill this one? Yes. There we go. Okay, that's pretty nice. Can I maybe kill these? I mean, the funny thing is, the troops that we have here, the allied troops, they are so good. They are so good. Well, I've taken a look at their stats beforehand, and they literally have, I think it's like 180 in one-handed or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, I can't remember now, but they're very, very good. Let's just say that. And there you go. Success, you defeated her fleet. 11 renown. Well, actually 12 renown, technically. So, very, very nice.
What have you done? Do you know who I am? I have allies who will unthread your entrails from your guts and hang you with them from your own yard arm. I am queen of these waters, you fools. And those who practice piracy here without my permission end up chum to attract the sharks.
My lady, I am not a pirate. Rather, I am a man who has done many services for families such as your own in Kuyaz. At present, I am working for your uncles. I do not know what they intend to do with you, although I do not expect that a town that lives on trade will deal leniently with piracy. Before we sail, however, I would like you to have a chat with my friend here. He wishes to know more about the Sea Hounds. He is seeking his sister, whom they have taken captive.
So, you are on contract to deliver me alive to Kuyaz, are you? I can tell you this, then. My lineage goes back to the founding of that city, and if you spill so much as a drop of my blood, your own shall be drained from your body like that of a horsefish. As for the Sea Hounds, they are my allies and servants, and I shall not betray them to you. How much are my uncles paying you anyway? I have a chest of silver set aside for occasions such as this, and I suspect I could pay you more than they will. They are stingy men. How much are my uncles paying you anyway? I have a chest of silver set aside for occasions such as this. Are you threatening me? You won't get a single coin from my uncles if you harm me.
Unlike Lahar here, we have not shed our blood today merely for a part share of a ransom, or to boost our standing with the merchants of Kuyaz. You are an ally of the Sea Hounds, and it serves us well to make an example of you. Your life is forfeit unless you tell us something we can use.
How do I know that telling you about the Sea Hounds will save my life?
If you speak truthfully, you will live.
A leader among the Sea Hounds?
He's the leader.
The Sea Hounds have already crowned him their king. He demanded that I hunt for captives here in the south and sell them to him, promising to pay me with a huge store of silver that some new partners of his, a vile-looking gang of Landian pirates, hope to steal from the merchants of Omor.
We should get more information on this Omor silver.
So, that information is worth something to you to know. If we add in that ransom I mentioned.
You know my preference, my friend. If I bring her back to Kuyaz, I will ensure that you get some of
The lady offers a fair ransom. Let us accept.
Listen, I have enjoyed our excursion, and hunting pirates is always good business. Though I must depart now to Kuyaz, I would like to go hunting with you again. Gunnar tells me that you will be sailing from Ossikan once you locate your next quarry.
Nice. There we go. We've made a friend. Do you want to go to Ossikan right away? Yes. Take me there. Thank you very much. Okay, so we can now talk to Gunnar in the port and see what he has to say. We got 1,000 gold from that, by the way.
So, I have been making inquiries into what Fada told us about these Vlandian pirates and Purig's employ, and their plan to steal the Sturgian silver. Several large warships have been sighted patrolling near Omor. I suspect that these are the Vlandians. Omor is linked to the Bialik Sea by a wide estuary. It would be easy for the pirates to sit there like spiders in a web and wait until the Sturgians despair of losing all their commerce and try to run the blockade. Then the Vlandians will snap up the ships and their treasure. I'm sure Puri could wreak a great deal of wickedness with his silver in his hands, and I would very much like to foil this plan of his.
Let us set out then. Alright, let's go and foil his plans. And there we go. Okay, so he's actually purchased some stuff here. As you can see, days until no food is 8. It should be pretty decent, I guess, right? Shouldn't it be pretty decent? I guess so. Otherwise, I'm just going to sell everything that I picked up here. Let's see if there's anything better. No, doesn't seem like it. All right. And there you go. 5,000. Wow, that's actually pretty crazy. We do have some grain here, so technically I could buy some stuff. I guess I will buy a few things just to make sure that we're not going to run out of food just in case I suck, which might be the case. I don't know. And otherwise, we're going to be making our way around to there. And we now have some... it's actually quite funny. I literally... for years, have been saying the name Sturgian, as in the faction's name, right? I thought they were called Sturgia, right? Instead of Sturgia. Apparently Sturgia is the official pronunciation for this faction. My bad. My bad. I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that ever since the game came out. That's actually crazy. I don't know. Don't know why I did. I don't know why I didn't know that. Or well, I guess it's because there's not been really any voice actors in the game yet. So I guess that's it. Anyway, we will make our way all the way around. This is why this is super cool. By the way, I really love the river system. I love the fact that they have widened the rivers. One thing I would love to have seen is a connection between this lake and somewhere else. You know, because this lake literally goes into a dead end, and there isn't anything else to do here. I would have liked to have seen this connected to this river over here, or this river over here. That would have been absolutely fantastic in my opinion. But, you know, that's a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream for me right now, because that's not going to happen. But, yeah. That would have been really cool, because then it just kind of adds that little bit more of dynamicism in regards to the map itself. Obviously, that's the thing. Maybe they didn't want it to be like that. Maybe they did want a completely shut off area from the rest of the map. And there you go. That's what they have, you know, that's what they have. It's very difficult to get out of there as well, by the way. So could potentially be a really nice place to ambush a bunch of convoys, trade caravans, so on and so forth. I don't know. Maybe you're going to be seeing a bunch of that going on in there. We are taking quite a bit of damage from the storm as we're going through it as well. So that's a little bit of an iffle? A little bit of an iffle piffle, indeed. Yes, anyway. We are now here. And let's see. What do we have to do here? Do we have to actually go inside? Yeah, it seems like we have to go inside.
Welcome to Omor, friend. Is that grizzled fellow with you, coming up now? Is that my old comrade, Gunnar of Lagshofen? A bit grayer than I remember from the days when we stood together in the shield wall, facing Volbjorn's host. But, well, aren't we all? We received his letter a while back, about your run-in with Purig. Ha! That worm must have cursed like an old woman when he learned that his captive stole his ship. You two are making quite a name for yourselves.
Bjolgur of Gokstal. Well met. Are the Skoldebruda working for the merchants of Omor now?
Not yet. As you know, our brotherhood does not fight before it's paid. See, the Omor merchants promised us a hoard of silver to protect their ships from the sea hounds, but it never arrived. I was sent down to learn what was going on, and I find the silver just sitting here, loaded onto a ship in the harbor, and the Sturgians are burning through it, paying their men double wages not to run off. Some Vlandian pirates were sighted in the estuary, and the Sturgians refused to venture out.
Pirates are scum. Let's just sail out and crush them.
Much as I would like to simply sail forth and bathe my sword in sea hound blood, my brotherhood has commanded me to do my best to ensure that the silver gets through safely. Listen, I've been watching these Vlandian blockaders and mulling over a plan. Their flagship has a lofty deck, and it would be hard to board, but it doesn't seem very maneuverable. I think we can hit them with a trick that can be deadly in estuaries. We will be upstream of them. I'll have the merchants here donate some leaky old vessel that they are about to scrap. We load it up with oil and pitch. Then we steer it towards the pirates, throw a torch in the hull, and jump.
Good. Very good. With luck, the current shall carry it right into them, and they shall all merrily blaze up like a bonfire at a midwinter feast. The silver ship will make for the open sea, while the rest of us can have it out with any surviving sea hounds.
Listen though, we need someone to steer the fire ship. I'd do it myself, but my order wants me to stay close to the silver. I'd found a few volunteers who've offered to do it, but they keep sobering up.
I'll steer the fire ship. Let us sail forth. Yes, here we go. I'm ready to do this. You row out of Omor Harbor with the Stygian merchantmen, Stygian, I'm getting used to it, following close behind you, and make your way toward the sea. But as you reach the estuary mouth, you see several ominous squat shapes blocking your passage to the open sea. Clearly it is the Sea Hounds, and you will either have to defeat them or hold them off long enough for your allies to make good their escape. Alright. Here we go. I'm actually not entirely sure. What am I supposed to do here?
In range, their ballista will pelt us with fiery missiles. Avoid them. Even if they just hit the water, the flames will keep burning and can spread to our hull. When we get close, I will set fire to our ship and then we swim to shore.
Oh dear. Okay. As you can see, there... Oh no! Oh dear. Oh, this is bad. Hello. Yeah, this is bad. This is real bad. Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of an issue here. I'm not entirely sure if... Ooh. Okay, I see. This is gonna be a problem. I need to just rush. I think I just need to go... Yeah, here we go.
Get ready to jump.
Get ready to jump? What, now? Now?
Jump now. You want your brakes to catch fire.
Nice. Okay, there we go. Did I do it? I have no idea. Yes! Yes! There we go. It actually worked. The enemy flagship was hit and is engulfed in flames.
Head for shore. There are a pair of horses waiting for us. We must ride quickly to Sturgian before the Sea Hounds can reorganize the blockade.
Alright, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to that. Oh, this is so cool though. It's so cool that you literally have two horses here now. Look at this. Borgar. There may be some hound patrols about. Keep a wary eye. Okay, well, that was amazing. I literally almost died. Did you see that? That was hilarious. I was like, do I go now? Do I go now or no? Yes, and I'm supposed to go now. I was at least supposed to go now, and that was very, very chancy right there. But yeah. Anyway, ooh, we've got some enemies. I'm actually not entirely sure. Do I kill them? Yeah, I could. I mean, I could do some damage. Apparently Gunnar does not want to fight them. Okay, that's absolutely fine with me, I guess. I mean, kind of. I kind of like fighting though. Nice damage. Get me some riding skill. Thanks very much. Let's try not to get murdered. Oh, come on. Don't do that. That's not very nice of you, sirs. It would be hilarious if I get shot and killed now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a classic thing for me. Okay, shield. Nice. Nice. Okay, good. Mariner skill? Oh, I'm getting Mariner skill for fighting in this mission? Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Because technically it is a naval mission, but yeah. Ooh, I really wanted to do damage there. Okay, I kind of hope that I'm not going to die. But I kind of also feel like I probably will. Ooh, that was close. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, I kind of wish that this wasn't as long because I'm probably gonna die now. Oh dear. Oh no. This is bad. Okay, whew, that was close. Almost died right there. That was very, very close. Oh wow, look at that. I'm surviving with 1% HP. 1%. 1% HP against the world right now. I wish Gunnar would take a little bit of damage for me, but no, it's okay. At least there aren't any more of these guys. Hopefully, please, cross fingers that there aren't any more of them, because otherwise we will die. Yeah, if only we... You know, I feel like we could have fought these guys, no? I feel like it would have been very, very simple for us to fight them. Gunnar, what are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Come on now. Let us pick this up. And indeed, I think we are fine. Is this... Are these allies? I think these are allies, right?
Time to get back aboard. Get on the ship.
Okay, whew, thank goodness, that's all I can say, really. I am relieved. I am relieved beyond measure at this point. There we go. Okay, so I can now get back on. Let's just jump. There we are. Nice, nice. You've made it. Now we shall break through the scattered enemy blockade and reach the escape zone. I am literally at 1%, though. I am literally at 1%, so this is going to be rather amusing. Let's see what happens here. Reach the open seas by avoiding enemy ships. Avoiding? Oh, wow, okay. Not entirely sure if I agree on that, but I guess we'll try it. This is... Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, dear. Yeah, this is... Oh, dear. Oh, they overshot it. Oh. They hit me. They hit me with their ballista. Oh, that was funny. At least I can retry from the checkpoint. I really, really appreciate the fact that they put a checkpoint here, to be honest. I was about to say, what's going to happen if I die here? Well, thankfully, it's okay. We do have that checkpoint, because otherwise I would have failed the mission and I'd have to go through that all again. But that's okay, because we are sailing through, and hopefully I'm not going to get shot by the ballista again. Even though, funnily enough, I do think that was extremely, extremely lucky for the opponent to actually hit us right there. I think that was very, very lucky for them. Oh, wow. Okay, this is kind of harsh. I'm not sure if I'm... Oh, no. Ooh, okay. I mean, the funny thing is, this is a ship, right? It's not a... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, how do they have these ballistas on such small ships? I don't know, but they do. Okay, this is going to be problematic. I'm going to have to put away the sails. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, no, no. Thankfully... Oh, no, no, no. They're putting away the things. They're putting out the fires. This is good. This is very, very good. Unfortunately, we are now pressed up against the side here. This is very bad. I can only hope that this is not going to result in us being boarded. No. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Kind of. Okay. Yeah. No, this is okay. There is another ship over there. Oh, no. This is bad. Okay, we are going to have some issues, I think. Let's just move forward. Just going to try and speed this up a little bit. Let's try and see if we can get around them. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, perfect. And, indeed, I think we are done. Yes. Yes, I think we are there. Are we... Are we there? Is that the end? I kind of hope it is, because I'm a little bit worried. Yes. There we go. We did it.
You did well with that fire ship. The silver is on its way to my order, and that bastard Purig will no doubt be much discomfited. You helped me out there, so let me see if I can now help you. Just before I set sail for Omor, my brothers and I had a visitor, a merchant named Salutas Cruzas, who said he was acting as ambassador for Purig. He wanted us to break our contract with Omor and ally with the Seahounds instead. He offered a great deal of money, too, and more. We could share in Purig's grand plan of conquest.
Ooh, he's got some grand plans, apparently. Well, we kind of knew that already, didn't we? He wants to be king of the Seahounds or something like that. Anyway, what grand plans?
Well, first we would join the Seahounds in ravaging the coasts of Sturgia and Vlandia, so that no ship would dare set sail on the Bialik Sea without paying us our due. Then Purig would raise an army out of the king's old enemies and take the Nordvig, and crown himself in Thronderlag, and shower upon us lands and titles and anything else we might want. Well, some of my brothers listened to him. Men who had fought against Volbjorn, to whom a fine meal of wealth seasoned with revenge sounded rather tasty. But the rest of us, we'd heard such promises before, and we had no wish to serve any king. Better to fight for gold, and if you want the gold to flow, you honor your contracts. Even if some fancy Caradian merchant comes along offering you the riches of the seven seas.
This must be the slave colony that Father mentioned. Pirates value safe havens to build new ships. With an anchorage like that, Uri can have the sea hounds eating out of his hands. This must be the slave colony that Father mentioned. Pirates value safe havens to build new ships. With an anchorage like that, Uri can have the sea hounds eating out of his hands.
You've known this for some time, you say?
Come now. I couldn't have you dash off to hunt Crusas before the silver got past the sea hounds. My brothers named me their emissary, you see. And we diplomats need to be crafty.
It sounds as though if we find Crusas, we can find Purig.
So, I need to get this silver safely to harbor. But after that, I shall request permission from my order to fit out a ship and sail to Ostrakan to join your hunt. I'm not saying I owe you anything, mind. But those bastards did try to take our money. And our Crusas' talk about gold and riches made me think that I wouldn't mind taking one of his ships and having a rummage through his holds.
We are grateful for your help. We shall meet you back in Ostrakan. Yes, indeed, indeed. All right, very, very cool. Okay, this really does gives huge Viking conquest vibes, doesn't it? Yes, take me to Ostrakan. I'm not going to travel back there myself, thank you. There we go, thank you very much. Okay, let's do this. Let's see what Gunnar has to say.
Ah, good news. Bjolgur's order has given him permission to sail with us.
Greetings. I've got my longship, Corpse Maker. And more of my brothers may yet join us on the journey. We also brought a capture vessel. Agile and light, which mounts a ballista. We call it the Golden Wasp. We've brought up most of the ale in Ostrakan for our voyage, as I think we'll be heading for the sweltering seas of the south.
I've been making some inquiries. Crusas is well known and respected in the Empire and in Vlandia. He mines sulfur from islands in the Gulf of Charas. No doubt he uses some of Purig's slaves, but I guess the Grand Lords and Ladies don't know that, or choose not to know.
Well respected or not, I'm ready to track him down.
No, not hard to find at all. On the way there, I hailed some fishermen who chase tuna in the Gulf of Charas. And they say he is known to frequent a string of islands known as Skatrias. They are said to be barren and foul-smelling. I can't think why a merchant would want to anchor there. Were they not the site of the sulfur mines where the captives are sent? So, I say we set out for these islands and hunt for Crusa.
Yeah, let's set out then. All right, I'm on board with that. But yeah, this definitely gives me huge Viking conquest vibes, and generally even the story mode specifically. The story mode, it does definitely do that. Okay, wait a second. Why am I over the troop limit? I have no idea. Do I need to get rid of one of these people? I guess I'll just leave it up to fate, I guess. I don't really mind too much about that. We have 10 days worth of food. That should be enough to get us over there relatively easily. How many ships do we have? We have two ships. Okay. We have 2 ships. Gunnar's skill literally provides us with +1, a whole +1 extra speed. That's actually insane if you think about it, because obviously the game works with decimals a whole bunch. So having an entire +1 from any kind of benefit is really, that's huge. That is huge. And yeah, really does make a big difference. I'd love to go and do a hideout so that we can level up our roguery skill, but not just yet. Not just yet. We got to do the storyline. We got to see what's going on with this. Feel that hot, fetid air? It means we're in the Scatrius now. Capture the Merchant Crucis. Okay, so we do have 2 Seahound patrols here. And whoa, wait a minute. These guys are actually looking pretty tough. Okay. The jagged silhouettes of small rocky islands, streaked with gull dung, stretch southwest to the horizon. Through the hazy air, you make out the outline of a sail. It's still quite distant, but closing fast. They're clearly Seahounds, ready to pounce on anyone who ventures into their hunting grounds. Alright, let's do this. This is actually kind of dangerous, isn't it? This is kind of dangerous. I'm actually not entirely sure. Whoa, this guy's got insane amounts of skills. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, hello. That is really going to help us a great deal. I can't actually switch myself out of the captain's chair, despite me wanting to, which is unfortunate, but you know, that's just how it goes. And we're just going to tell this guy to go for it right now. And we are going to, I think, shall we go for a ram? Can we actually do a ram with this? I don't think we have a ram on, no, we don't have a ram on the front of the ship. So, a little bit unfortunate there, but we can't really do much about that. So, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. So, sail at the ready. And let's see how we do here. Maybe we can board them. Alright, here we go. We're trying it. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, these are pretty crazy bridges we're creating here. Okay, so let's do some damage. I really do need to get kills to be able to get that wonderful, sweet, sweet experience. Hopefully we're going to be able to do that. Yes, nice. Good damage. Good damage. Can we get some more? Lower your shield, please. Lower your shield. Yep, there we go. Never mind. We got him. Perfect. And maybe we could do some more damage to these fellows here as well. Nice. We leveled up too. That's great. I need more of that. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be okay here. You know what? Let's tell our forces to charge in. Want to make sure that we are going to be okay here. I want to make sure that we also don't take too much damage. Because obviously taking damage in this situation, probably not the best idea, especially considering there is another ship for us to fight. So, would be nice if we can remain at around full HP, because I don't know how long these encounters are going to be. I don't know how many encounters we're going to get. So it's going to be pretty significant of a problem if we sustain too much damage. There we go. Nice victory for us there. 6 renown. Very, very nice, actually. Very, very good. And look at that. We're getting roguery skill every single time we do this. Super good. And yeah, we do get... ooh, nice. Okay, better armor. Very, very good, actually. Surprisingly so. And we do have some new boots. These are not going to be particularly fantastic, but good enough. And I will be taking all the loot, of course. There we go. Okay, so there are more Seahounds patrolling these islands. And indeed, there is one right over there. Now, I have leveled up, so what am I going to be speccing into? Well, I'm thinking probably right now it's a good idea for more than likely for us to go for athletic skill, but we could also go for other things. I'm not entirely sure what. I like leadership skill quite a bit, but we're not even maxed out in that. So we're probably not going to do it. I think Mariner skill needs it. Yeah, Mariner skill needs it, because otherwise we are just going to be wasting experience quite dramatically if we don't go for a little bit of extra learning rate percentage in that. Can I actually swap around these? Yes, I can actually swap these around. They're both mediums. Yeah, they're both mediums, so it basically makes no sense whatsoever for us to change them around or anything like that. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Let's go for it. Unfortunately, the wind is not in our favor. So we will have to do this the old-fashioned way. Oh, no, that was a nice hit if ever I saw one. Oh, another nice hit. Look at that. Double headshot immediately. Wow, that's pretty crazy considering these guys actually have shields on their ship and everything. They're trying to prevent people from using projectiles and stuff like that, but absolutely ineffective versus our laser accurate javelins for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why we had that happen, but there you go. Anyway, I am actually going to be telling our forces to charge in here, even though I don't think we really need to. Gunnar's got this well in hand, as you can see. And that's a victory for us right there. Very nice. 6.3 renown for us. We can take some prisoners in the meantime. Good amounts of roguery skill too. And I will be, I think, whoa, yeah, nice. New armor, great. And I will be probably speccing a little bit more into roguery as time goes on. Nice new spear for us right there too. That's great. Definitely going to be useful once we get onto the fields of battle, because inevitably that is going to be happening quite a bit. Now, there he is. Okay, so the question is, how are we going to do this? I have no idea. Okay, let's go for drawing speed, I suppose. I have no idea what's better there, but otherwise, let's do it. You see the silhouette of a larger ship on the horizon, but its details are hard to make out. At first, you attribute this to the shimmering heat coming off of the sea, but as you close, or as you close? Yeah, as you close in, you can see that it is not one ship, but several lashed together. Suddenly, a flaming ball arcs out of the cluster of ships, tracing a line of smoke in the sky, before impacting a few arrow shots from your prow and scattering fire across the water. Okay, so in other words, he has... Oh dear.
Not very accurate, I'll warrant. But if one of our ships gets hit by one of those who don't jump into the sea in time will die a nasty death. I've heard Cruces does this. He doesn't try to maneuver or run, but lashes his ships together, building himself a floating fortress.
No fortress is invulnerable. Is it just me, or is the music way too loud? I'm sorry about that. I can't really... I can kind of change that, but I like the music in the battles, you see. That's the issue here. So yeah, no, I'm just going to say, how do we counter this? Let's not do that. Here's another idea. Our captured ship, the Golden Wasp, is fast and maneuverable and has that ballista. Really? If we make it as light as possible by removing all cargo and move in our strongest rowers to man the oars, we can dart within range while avoiding that flaming pitch. Then we can use the ballista to take out the mangonels one by one, and when they're all down, the rest of us will storm in and clear their decks. Okay, I'll do it. I think you're the one to take the helm. I'll come with you, though. Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. All right, so let's do this. This is where we get to use... Okay, here we go. Oh dear. Oh no. Hello. He has no less than 8 ships lashed together. They mount 4 heavy mangonels. Big ones. Wow, they are actually very, very large. One is on the round ship, which is the fortress. Another 3 are on the cogs. One is to the northwest. Okay. Well, I mean, this is not really going to help me that much, me seeing where they are, to be honest. You must steer the wasps to take out those mangonels. You need direct hits. 1 or 2 hits could shatter our timbers or set us alight. Okay. You know what is going to happen here, right? Yeah, I have a steer the wasp and destroy the mangonels with your ballista without getting hit yourself. Really? Without getting hit yourself? Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, that was funny. Alright, let's do this. Oh, wow. Okay, this is actually a ballista. This is not a fire pot or anything. Oh, dear. Nice. 1 mangonel down. Woohoo! Alright, alright. Okay, okay, okay. I'm getting used to this. Okay, I'm getting used to it. Oh, now I'm never gonna see them from here. Never gonna be able to do it from here. Okay, yeah. As you can see, we do need to move away from them. Let's keep our distance. Okay, yeah, I will try, but as you can see, they're keeping my distance allows them to shoot us extremely easily because we are having such a... Yeah, as you can see right there. That's the reason why I didn't want... That's the reason why I didn't want to keep our distance. Oh, no. Okay, we should be fine. Yeah, let's keep rowing. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, that's absolutely fine. No problem at all whatsoever. Okay, here we go. Let's do this. We did hit them. We did hit it, but unfortunately not good enough. Oh, no. Done. Nice. Okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go, let's go. Okay, here we go. Nice, nice. We just need to turn...
We're still afloat, but the next time we might not be so lucky.
Ooh, that is not going to work right there. Maybe we can do this. Nice. There we go. We got it. Now, can we snipe it from here? That's the question. We can. We did it. That was a nice snipe. Okay. Yeah, now let's all move in and board them. Okay, lead your fleet. Okay, look, we've got loads of people right here. We've got Gunnar, we've got all these guys. Okay, this is going to be great. Hopefully, we're going to be able to lead them very, very well. I have no idea whether I will be able to, but yes, let's try it. Nice. Everything's working very, very well here. Let's try to attempt to board. Okay, here we go. I need to tell my own forces to charge in my opinion. There we go. Let's do that. Jump. There we go. Come on now. Let's kill this guy. Yeah, there we go. Nice, nice. Give me that experience. Thank you. Okay, so the question is, where do we go from? Ah, hello. Okay, I can go over here. Do some damage. Oh no, these are my guys actually. Some of these are my guys, some of them are not. Okay, I think I know which ones are which at least. Unfortunately, my guys are so good that I can't get any kills. Oh no. Okay, wait a minute. What do we have here? I might have the ability to use a javelin. We can also maybe jump. Come on, go. Yes, we made it. Okay, now we can actually go on to here. And we might even be able to... Wow, we might be able to do some pretty cool stuff here. Okay, nice. I hit one of my own troops. That's perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Obviously not. Yeah. We are actually doing pretty nicely here, though. Apart from that. Apart from that. Let's see if I can do some damage. Nice. We hit one of our own archers. Perfect. Look at that. We actually gained two skill points. Yes. We actually gained 2 skill points from that, which I suppose is kind of decent. And this is very cool, though. This is very cool. This whole scenario. Obviously, I'm not a terribly big fan of the initial, the initial scenario where we have to shoot those catapults and things like that, because I'm pretty bad at that. Okay, that's primarily the reason there. I do think it's a cool idea, and does definitely have the epic feel to it, obviously. But you know, if you're bad at it like I am, it's gonna be pretty tough. I feel like. But ooh, wait, we could get some kills. Maybe I can get to 100 in one-handed skill. That would be nice. Gonna have a pretty bad time doing that, I think. As you can see, the opponent is very, very hardy, very difficult to find in amongst all of these people as well, of course. And I believe that is indeed a victory for us. Yep, there it is. There's the victory. And how much? We only get 0. Are you serious that we only get 0.2? We only get 0.2 renown? Come on now. You should probably be giving us so much more for that. Okay, now then, I wish to present you with my old acquaintance.
With my old acquaintance, Cruzas. Step forward.
I am Salautus Cruzas. I sail under the protection of the Sea Hounds. If you kill me, it will not go well for you.
Your threats mean nothing to me. Tell me about your deals with Purig.
Yes, I buy slaves. They work my sulfur mines. Sulfur is valuable, and if I did not mine it, another would. Anyway, these islands are part of no kingdom, and I am violating no law. Since when does a pirate like yourself care about such things?
I am no pirate, but a liberator. I intend to free your captives, or I have reason to believe that one of you slaving about... I'm just going to say I am no pirate, but a liberator.
So then, I believe I have heard of you. Purig spoke of you. From what I know, I think I can be of use to you. Do we have a bargain? I tell you what I know, and you give me my freedom.
We might, if you speak truthfully.
So then, when I last spoke to Purig, I saw your sister among his captives and tried to buy her. Not that one, he said. That's my insurance against a pair of avenging furies. I think he grudgingly admired how persistently you pursued him. He told me the whole story. Apparently, you had taken passage with him on some voyage to the north, hoping to find and free your sister from pirates. Then, you stole his ship, or so he said. Realizing that you were a dangerous enemy, he made inquiries among his Sea Hound allies to find her. Now, he keeps her as a hostage on a ship in his fleet. So, I can tell you how to find Purig, which means you've found your sister as well. But if you harm me, it's likely you'll never have such a chance again. So I repeat, do we have a bargain?
And I repeat, speak the full truth, and we might.
Indeed. So then, Purig has run a bit short of money, and has arranged to sell off some of his captives in the Grandfjord, his hideaway in the north. He will be anchored there for the next several weeks, doing business with his favoured buyers. We may be able to get close to him without him suspecting that anything is amiss. He will not sell your sister, though, as I explained.
Were you to be one of these buyers?
Among others, yes.
Good. Then we will take your ship. It has fine lines and expensive fittings, and I have no doubt that Purig, who has an eye for costly things, would recognize it instantly. If Purig is holding your sister as a hostage, then capturing his round ship will be a very delicate affair. If he sees Krusa's ship and believes that we are Krusas, he may be able to allay his suspicions while we sneak aboard and turn things to our advantage. We shall need to think.
For now, you say. What, might I ask?
Ooh, here we go, here we go. Okay, if you don't play us false, we'll have mercy on you. Plus 50 honor bonus. Which return to Osterken. Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's do that. Let's go back to Osterken immediately. And wow, I gotta say, very, very cool that we now have a very big ship. We have a very, very big ship immediately here, by the looks of things, which is going to be rather enjoyable to use. We're going to be increasing our damage dealt by Axis by 20%. I cannot say no to that, thank you. And let's go and speak to Gunnar in the port.
Well, here we are, ready to set sail for Angran Fjord and settle accounts with our enemies once and for all. Lahar will sail with us, and Bjolgur and more of his brothers may join us at our destination. We have Krusa's ship, and Krusas too, of course, much as he might not like it, and hopefully the element of surprise. We just need to consider how to turn this best to our advantage.
Let us set out then. Alright, I'm excited. Okay, here we go. Wow, we literally just got given 5,300. That's very, very nice. And we also got some... Did we get some food? I actually don't know whether we got some food, but we only got 6 days worth. I'm not a big fan of only 6 days worth, so I'm actually going to be purchasing a little bit of food here, considering I do have a lot of cash. 10 days? Is that enough? I think that's probably enough to do what we need to do, isn't it? I think so. Okay, and there is where we need to head to. However... for the final showdown versus Purig, I'm going to save that for the next episode. If you'd like to check out War Sales, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.